Our objective for the week is that students will use Costar and numbers to 1 million, demonstrative adjectives and comparisons, and the verb quedar. There's a lot to cover, so let's begin. Costar, which is a stem changer, is used to talk about what something costs. Costar is usually only used in the third person. Por ejemplo, la blusa cuesta $30, or las botas cuestan $70. Numbers to 1 million. You should repeat after me when I say these numbers. That way you'll get used to knowing how to say them. Let's start with 100. 100, 101, 102, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 2000, 1,000,000. Use uno when counting. Uno at the end of a number changes to un before a masculine noun and una before a feminine noun. Por ejemplo, $21, 21 faldas. Ciento is used with both masculine and feminine nouns, but 200 y 300 and so on agree with the noun they modify. 1000 does not change. As you can see, I have listed some examples below. $100, $103, $206, $1,000, 100 sillas, 102 sillas, 204 sillas, 1000 sillas. You'll notice that with 100, the ending does not change. But with 200, it changes to 200 because we're talking about sillas. 1,000,000 changes to millones in the plural. Use de after millón when it is followed by a noun. 1,000,000 de dólares. 2,000,000 de personas. I've written out a number at the bottom so you can see how a large number is written. The number is 3,520,312. In Spanish you would say 3,520,312. Don't worry, run this video back if you need to. But go ahead and try it. 3,520,312. You can do it, I promise. Now we're going to talk about demonstrative adjectives. They point things out. You'll use forms of este for things close to you, and use forms of ese for things further away. We do this in English. This and these we use for things that are close, and that and those we use for things that are far away. I've created a chart here that will let you easily distinguish between each form. This, in masculine form, is este, in feminine form is esta. You'll use the different forms when talking about different nouns. Let's look at an example. Me gusta este vestido. I like this dress, pero me gusta más esa falda. But I like that skirt more. Here's a little hint that I've learned throughout the years that helps out a lot. This and these in Spanish have T's. Este, estos, esta, estas. And that and those don't. Ese, esos, esa, esas. That may come in handy later on a test. Use these expressions with adjectives to compare things. The adjective agrees in gender and number with the object described. If you want to say, this shirt is more pretty than that shirt, you would say, esta camiseta es más bonita que esa camiseta. So, using más plus an adjective plus que, you insert an adjective to say what it's more than. Let's move on. You can use tan plus an adjective plus como to compare something using as. Esta camiseta es tan bonita como esa camiseta. This t-shirt is as pretty as that t-shirt. Let's look at the last one. Menos plus an adjective plus que means less than. So esta camiseta es menos bonita que esa camiseta. This shirt is less pretty than that shirt. These adjectives have irregular comparative forms. Bueno, buena, good. Mejor, mejores, better. Malo, mala, bad. Peor, peores, worse. Mejor, mejores, better. Joven, young. Menor, menores, younger. Viejo, vieja, old. Mayor, mayores, older. Let's try it out. Este disco compacto es malo, pero ese disco es peor. This CD is bad, but that CD is worse. Use más que, menos que, and tanto como to say if someone does something more than, less than, or as much as someone. Por ejemplo, you could say, Silvia compra tanto como Nicole. So that says, Sylvia buys as much as Nicole. Let's look down here at the next one. Lorena y Ada salen menos que Nice y Cameron. So, Lorena and Ada go out less than Nice and Cameron. The verb quedar can be used to say how something fits or looks on someone. Quedar works like parecer and gustar. The verb quedar can be used to say how something fits or looks on someone. Quedar works like parecer and gustar. Use queda when talking about one thing. Use quedan when talking about more than one thing. Por ejemplo, esa blusa te queda bien. That blouse looks good on you. Estas botas me quedan grandes. These boots are too big for me. Adjectives like grande and pequeño or pequeña, as well as adverbs like bien and mal, can follow quedar. All adjectives must agree, but some adverbs don't change. Por ejemplo, esta falda me queda pequeña, me queda mal. This skirt is too small for me. It fits badly. You'll notice that there has not been a change in the adverb mal, but there has been a change in pequeña. Next sentence. Estas botas me quedan grandes. No me quedan bien. These boots are too big for me. They don't fit well. You'll notice that you did need to change grande to grandes to match the plurality of botas, but you did not need to change bien. That wraps up our lesson for today. You can watch this video as many times as you need to, pause it, whatever you need to do. But just make sure if you have any questions that you've written them down and that you come to class and ask me.